We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, go!
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
This game, the ninth that the Jags have played here in London. You might know that Shad Khan, he's the owner of both the Jaguars and Fulham in the English Premier League on the soccer side of things. And this is the third of 3 London games the NFL will play this year. But there is one more game to come. Over on the continent, the Seahawks and Bucks from Munich, Germany. The first time a regular season game will be played.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Try to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give them this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
To throw is Fields.
They try to find Sharp, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes
down the numbers. There he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. he didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
To throw, it's Lance.
Over the middle, complete. That's Brown.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
17. Ready.
Chubb on the counter. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Lance. Drops it off for Chubb. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
First carry for Raheem Mostert.
Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Akeem Hicks, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance.
Under pressure, they got him again. Chase Young make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Fields now to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Willis.
To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. These two teams all tied after 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
And Chubb tried the middle here, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Willis looking to throw it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chase Young. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Akeem Hicks able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Unbelievable. Justin Tucker has done it again. He ties his own NFL record with another 66-yard field goal.
Another incredible kick by Justin Tucker. And let's face it, he doesn't surprise us anymore, does he? I still remember seeing the replays of the first one in 2021 at Detroit, bouncing off the crossbar and going through. This guy is flat out amazing.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The Jaguars at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Got an open man, that's Campbell. Touchdown, Jaguars. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. Gano now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the...
Try to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Jaguars are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And some room to roam now. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the... Look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Dalton Schultz. A 15-yard touchdown Brown as his guys are able to extend their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Play fake. Here's Willis.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
Lance now on first down.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Throwing again on second down. Lance. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack.
Lance.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Lance looking to throw it.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And the Jags are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Back to the same target, Campbell.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He finds McKinnon, complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Fournette on the counter.
To about the 40-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On On second down, here's Fournette.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Leonard Fournette, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jags take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Justin Fields.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gano the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
I Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
From the gun, it's Lance.
He's got a man, complete, 30.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them, because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention to.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Lance.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Akeem Hicks. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And now here's another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Jags will take over here just shy of the 30.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Off play action, Fields.
Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, the Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
2nd down, back to Fournette.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
Picked off by Jerome Baker.
And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it now. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play in one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, and moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point try good by Gano. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Willis to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Play action. Willis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
He'll buy some time right. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Lance. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They go up the middle with Chubb. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Give him and 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Fields going to keep it once more.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
They're connecting here with DJ Chark. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
That ball caught by Campbell.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. On 1st down, Fields. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions from that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run it again with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there.
They snap it to Fields.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation